Jamaicans, pay attention because 2025 just flipped the script. Your passport, yes, the Jamaican passport, now unlocks places where most travelers still get denied, questioned, or stuck in visa lines. But not you. No forms, no interviews, no embassy drama. Just walk in like you own the runway. And here's the wild part, some of these countries actually prefer Jamaican travelers. Cheaper tours, free upgrades, even airport officers greeting you with smiles because Jamaicans bring the vibe they love. And trust me, number 5 on this list, that one will shock you the most. Nobody expects it. So the real question isn't which countries, it's which one are you flying to first? Number 1. Singapore, the Lion City. Singapore, a city-state as small as Jamaica, yet globally influential. Jamaicans get visa-free provided the passport is valid for 6 months with onward travel and proof of funds. Changi Airport welcomes you into a place built on precision. Singapore blends futuristic ambition, Marina Bay Sands, Gardens by the Bay, with cultural depth from Chinatown, Little India, and historic districts. Trains run with mathematical efficiency. Hawker stalls serve world-class food at low prices. Laws are strict, order is non-negotiable. For business travelers, it's a gateway to Southeast Asia. For students, a hub of elite universities. For tourists, a fusion of East and West. But overstaying beyond 30 days brings fines and strict penalties. Singapore enforces rules without hesitation. Number 2. Malaysia, where cultures converge. Malaysia offers Jamaicans visa-free, and a cultural mosaic shaped by Malay, Chinese, Indian, and indigenous traditions. Kuala Lumpur rises beneath the Petronas Towers, but Malaysia's identity stretches far beyond the capital. Penang's legendary street food, Langkawi's beaches, Borneo's ancient rainforests. You'll need 6 months passport validity, onward travel, and proof of accommodation. Here, complexity replaces Singapore's strict order. Cosmopolitan KL differs sharply from conservative states like Kelantan. Islamic customs guide daily life, especially during Ramadan. Tourism is welcomed, working is not. Overstaying brings consequences, though enforcement varies between regions. Malaysia offers diversity, depth, and an accessible introduction to Islamic and multicultural society. Number 3. Hong Kong. Hong Kong grants Jamaican passport holders 90 days visa-free, 3 months inside one of the world's densest and most energetic cities. Entry is simple: valid passport, onward ticket, and funds. The experience at Hong Kong International Airport is fast and professional. But the city has changed under the national security law. Political expression carries more risk than before, though ordinary tourists face little impact. Still, Hong Kong remains a world of contrasts: towering skylines, centuries-old temples, neon markets, quiet hiking trails in the new territories, and ferries crossing Victoria Harbour unchanged for generations. The 90-day window reflects its global financial role, a place for business, study, or extended exploration. Its future remains uncertain as 2047 approaches, but for now, the visa-free access stands strong. Number 4. Israel. In December 2024, Jamaica and Israel signed a landmark agreement, visa-free entry for 90 days. Israel is a land of contradiction, ancient and modern, peaceful yet in constant tension. The Gaza conflict and shifting regional alliances shape its global position. Immigration interviews can be brief or detailed depending on an officer's discretion. Past travel history may prompt questions, but for those who enter, Israel offers profound experiences. Jerusalem's religious significance, Tel Aviv's modern vibrance, the Dead Sea's surreal landscape, and innovations in tech, agriculture, and medicine. Security is a daily reality, from airport screenings to bag checks, and regional tensions can escalate quickly. Travelers must stay informed. Some countries restrict entry to passports with Israeli stamps, but Israel now offers paper slips instead. Diplomatically, both countries benefit. Jamaica strengthens global ties, while Israel builds alliances. For Jamaican travelers, the 90-day access provides time to explore a nation unlike any other, complex, historic, and constantly evolving. Number 5. Serbia. Serbia. A country with a soul shaped by empires, wars, and deeply rooted traditions. Jamaicans can enter visa-free for up to 30 days. Entry requirements and stay conditions. Jamaican passport holders do not need a visa for short visits, up to 30 days. Typically, visitors should have a passport valid for at least 6 months, recommended, plus proof of accommodation, onward travel, and sufficient funds. While Serbia's visa policy rules also mention stays for up to 90 days for certain nationals, for Jamaicans, the standard is 30 days. Why Serbia is compelling for Jamaican travelers? Serbia is a mix of East and West, tradition and modernity. Belgrade. Vibrant nightlife on the banks of the Danube and Sava rivers, historic fortress Tsar Kalemegdan, and a cafe culture that pulses through cobbled streets. Novi Sad, known for its Petrovaradin fortress, music festivals like Exit, and relaxed pace.
Countryside, rolling hills, monasteries tucked into hillsides, and wine regions that feel surprisingly intimate. Culturally, Serbia is rich. Orthodox Christian traditions, resilient folk music, hearty cuisine, cevapi, kajmak, pleskavica, and a warm hospitality that greets visitors as friends. Diplomatic and strategic significance, Serbia occupies a strategic place in Europe, geographically and historically.
This visa waiver for Jamaican citizens isn't just convenience, it's a symbol of Serbia's openness and its diplomatic flexibility beyond the EU sphere. For Jamaicans, Serbia offers access to Balkans exploration, a region that remains less saturated by mass tourism but deeply rewarding in its authenticity. Practical considerations and risks. While 30 days is enough for a solid trip, overstaying can trigger fines or other issues. Travel between Serbia and its neighbors, like Bosnia and Herzegovina, Montenegro, North Macedonia, can be relatively easy, making Serbia a potential hub. Public transport outside big cities may be more limited, so planning is important. Learning a few basic Serbian phrases or using translation apps will help greatly. Serbians are hospitable, but English is not universal in rural areas. Number 6. The Caribbean connection. We return to the region where Jamaica's story began, the Caribbean. Not to a single island, but to 3 nations bound to Jamaica through history, migration, and the legacy of shared survival. Barbados, Dominica, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Different landscapes, different rhythms, but one powerful similarity. Jamaican passport holders receive up to 180 days, 6 full months, visa-free. This freedom is rare in today's world. And in October 2025, the Caribbean took a step even further. 4 nations, Barbados, Belize, Dominica, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines, activated a new enhanced freedom of movement mechanism under CARICOM. Citizens of these 4 states can now live, work, and move indefinitely across each other's borders without visas or work permits. Jamaica is not yet part of this enhanced bloc, but still enjoys wide visa-free access under the original CARICOM framework. For Jamaicans, the Caribbean remains the region where movement is easiest, longest, and most welcomed. Barbados, the rising Republic Barbados, holds one of the Caribbean's strongest passports, ranked 21st globally, and its identity is a blend of African culture, British legacy, and modern independence. Here, a Jamaican traveler has half a year to explore an island only 34 kilometers long, yet overflowing with character. Carlisle Bay, with water so clear it almost feels artificial. St. Nicholas Abbey, where rum still flows from centuries-old tradition. Bridgetown, a UNESCO World Heritage Capital, where colonial architecture whispers stories of empire. Barbados is polished, orderly, and proud. A nation that became a republic in 2021, stepping boldly away from monarchy and into a new chapter. For Jamaicans, the familiarity of Caribbean life blends with the thrill of exploring an island both similar and refreshingly different. Dominica, the last untouched Caribbean, Dominica, is not the Dominican Republic. and those who visit instantly understand the distinction. This is the Nature Island, a place where mountains rise like green fortresses and waterfalls pour from cliffs untouched by mass tourism. Dominica's value lies in what it didn't do. It didn't trade its forests for resorts. It didn't flatten its mountains for convenience. It didn't rewrite its identity for tourists. Here, Jamaican travelers can spend 6 months hiking, diving, and learning. The Boiling Lake, the world's second largest of its kind. The Trafalgar Falls, twin waterfalls cutting through jungle. The Kalinago Territory, home to descendants of the Caribbean's original people. A cultural living memory that exists nowhere else. Dominica is raw, real, and at times challenging. But for those who seek authenticity, it may be the most profound Caribbean experience of all.